Well, a little while back I had some stuff sent to me from ReCreator blanks. Matt over there has decided he's going to take on building pretty much all the parts he can. Just like if you were to buy a parts kit, you'll be able to, I believe, buy everything maybe as a complete parts kit or individuals if you're missing something. He's called ReCreator for a reason. If you've got a certain country of origin, you're trying to find a certain block for or whatever, he's probably going to have you covered here in the near future. He sent me these parts out a while back just to check out, see what I thought of them. They're beautiful. Obviously these here aren't finished. The front sight block and gas block are finished. They're just raw though, been tumbled. They're beautiful, perfect machine work on them. This has not been tumbled. There's no lever and it's not broached. Doesn't have the little pieces inside of it. And of course the rear sight block is not finished. There's a lot of machining left to do on this, but he still wanted me to check them out. Everything's beautiful. Well, he's gotten a lot further and he sent me some new stuff. Obviously this is the same as that. It's finished, but it's been black oxided. Here's the handguard retainer, but now it has been broached and has the little, let's see if I can do this, if it'll stay work with me here. It does have the little tabs in there, whatever, been broached, so it'll go into little slots on your barrel. It has the locking lever. Gas block, just like that, is finished or complete, other than it has been black oxided. So all three of these are ready to go. These two can be used. That one's just there. We also have a rear sight block, complete. Has the lever in it and everything, fully machined out, ready to rock and roll to be installed on your barrel. Now you'll have to have the spring and get you a sight ladder. But it's ready to go. Black oxided, all the machining's done. It's beautiful. That's done some beautiful work here. Like I said, he's called ReCreator for a reason. He's very passionate about this stuff. He loves the AK. And then he's ready to make every part that he can. And it's made like the good, tough, old school stuff. Some of the newer stuff is cast, which as far as barrel components go, is pretty much fine. But he decided, nah, I'm going to machine this out of solid blocks of steel. Which is awesome. And his prices aren't really too bad, from what I've seen on the website so far. Not bad at all, really, for the amount of machining that it takes to do. I mean, it's still fairly comparable to what you would buy from anybody else for a surplus something. That's, I don't know. You don't know what kind of shape it's in. Is it wore out? Is it canted? Guarantee you all this stuff is nice and straight. He's really taking the time to do all of this. All of this stuff is beautiful. You might hear the fan humming, but it's like 90 something degrees in the garage and I'm tired of not having a fan on when I do this stuff. Yeah, the machine work is just superb. It's already got your hole in it. This is just outstanding work. If you've seen some of my other videos where I bring stuff up close to the camera, you may notice that it's working a little better as far as focusing. I've been jacking with some of the settings to try to get it to work right. Usually I'm looking down and it'll be focused here and I'll pull something up to the camera and it's like, we can't see what you're looking at. This setting seems to be working better. Anyway, back to the parts. These things are, man. Okay, there it is. Yeah, we already put some pre-dimpled drilled holes in there. So when you put it on your barrel, virgin barrel, this is being a virgin part, it's going to be like a solid piece all the way through. All you got to do is line it up. You can just drill that sucker straight through. You're good to go. Now he does give you got a little baggie with extra parts in it here. He does give you the little sight barrel, the front sight post that goes in it. And then he gives you a bunch of pins. I think there's a spring in there too for the detent. I don't know if it's an oversight or you don't get one, but there was no plunger pin. I got the 4mm for the rear sight block and 4 3mm, which will pin your front sight block and your gas block. 4mm will go in the rear sight block. But I didn't notice a pin for your detent. I don't know if that's just a oopsie or if you just don't get one. But I already know he does exceptional work. And some of the nicest receivers I've ever seen. I mean, like I said, I've seen other receivers that are super badass too. These are really nice. So his parts here, I'm waiting. Hopefully, I'm sure he's working on it, but front trunnion or breech block and a bolt. He's getting closer and closer. He's working hard on this stuff. It's not super easy to sit here and make these parts from just a solid chunk. I mean, it's not outrageously difficult, but as long as you've got the machining, the tools to do it, and the jigs and everything, the fixtures, and you've got a little fuzz on your grapes. Man, these things are awesome. I can't wait to have. Hopefully, he'll be nice enough to send me enough parts to actually build a complete gun, since he sent me this. Maybe he'll do barrels too. Maybe he'll get his own blanks and do barrels, and you can get everything will be 100%. I guess pretty much 100% American made, all by ReCreator. He's got the right name for his company, because he definitely recreates beautiful parts just like the originals. And I'm sure he'll do pretty much different countries. So if you're looking for a part for a specific rifle, now it may not be the original from the country, but you probably won't be able to tell. You may actually need to scuff them up a little bit just so it'll match your parts kit. But if you wanted to build one 100% American made, don't have to worry about no stupid 922R laws or any of that stuff. If you're worried about that, you won't have to worry about it with these parts. Matt's going to hook you up. ReCreator is definitely onto something here. These parts are beautiful.